Hey everyone, welcome back to 4:44 p.m. Today I am going to be building a modded 7002 for my brother. For some reason or another, he loves the 7002s, which there's nothing wrong with them. But he likes to buy a lot of the ones from the Philippines that have been Frankensteined and are really discounted price, because he thinks he's getting a good deal, and then I end up spending a lot of my own money correcting all the things that are wrong with it. But anyhow, that's what we're going to be working on today. This case was pretty beat up, so he wanted it bead blasted to make it look like it is pretty much flawless and give it a nice satin finish. So we've got the 7002 case, the 7002 case back, the 7002 bezel. It has to have this little ring in there, I guess. I'm not too familiar with the 7002 bezels, but I guess that stays on there to hold the insert down and keep it from, I guess, sliding on here. Doesn't seem right to me, but anyhow, that's the way it came. That's the way we're gonna put it back together. Crown is bead blasted. I've cleaned up the crystal. It's just I think it's a aftermarket version of the OEM crystal. Had some glue on it that I had to take off. Basically, this watch was completely dirty inside. Had a lot of things wrong with it. In fact, what's really funny about it is that the way that he bought it, somebody had put, in fact, let me see if I can find it here. Whoever he had purchased it from had actually put a GMT quartz movement in it that I guess is designed to fit the 7002 case. I think you can buy these on like dragonshroud.com or something, but anyhow, it was a horrible setup, so it will be going back to an original 7002 movement, thanks to Vintage Seiko on Instagram. He provided me with a 7002 movement, and after a thorough servicing and regulation, it is ready to be put into this case. What else we got here? So got an aftermarket brushed stainless steel chapter ring. He wants this Dagaz insert, or Dagaz, however you say it. It's going with a Dagaz dial. And I won't completely unwrap this, but it looks like he wants a Dagaz, or Dagaz. I don't know, somebody tell me how that's pronounced. I like to say Dagaz, so I'm just gonna stick with that. Anyhow, it looks like their version of like the Marine Master hands. And I think that's it. All right, I'm gonna get started on this. So, where to begin? I'm tired. I've been up since 3:30 this morning. Had to go to work. It's Friday, and I would really like to be drinking beer right now, but I think I'm just going to get this watch done and then go get some beer and crack it open, because I think one watch for today is going to be plenty. Plenty for me. Get on there. I knew that was going to be a little bit of a struggle getting the dial on, so I went ahead and just focused my attention on that rather than try and film that portion of it. So as you can see, my brother has decided to go with this blue dial, and with the brushed handset, the Marine Master handset, and the date wheel that's on the 7002, it's a nice match so far. So anyhow, that's all assembled and ready to drop in. Now I'll start working on putting the crystal in the case. So let's get on that now. Let me just cover this up real quick. Goes away. Whenever I put a bezel insert into the bezel, I always have the inner circle from the bezel adhesive ring left over, and I like to use that as the adhesive that holds down the chapter ring. So what I'll do is I'll cut it into little strips and then put that around the edge there. On this one, since the shape of the chapter ring is mainly flat on the bottom and it's got a nice little edge in there, little stepped edge, I'll probably cut it so that it hits the inner wall and that step as well. I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Okay, so I'll get back to it. I just decided to go on the stepped part with the adhesive strips that I cut, because I need to be able to make sure that the crystal gasket doesn't get interfered with in any way. it is. All done.